We are. And everybody who doubts that has lost their minds. We kick things off on Northern Isles. With Lin in the bottom left-hand side, with Sock in the upper right-hand side. Happy is waiting in the grand final, where he will have a 1-0 advantage for whoever is coming from the lower bracket. These two. Two Koreans against each other. Lin, of course, residing in China for many, many, many years. Happily married to a wonderful wife, who I had the pleasure spending time with in Anaheim at a Blizzard tournament. Those were the days. Insomnia was there too. We had a couple of cheeky cold ones in the hotel lobby. So Sock yesterday in the matchup versus Happy felt shaky. He had some brilliant moments, that's for sure. But it wasn't 110% refined. Is today gonna be the day? I said in the cast yesterday that Sock oftentimes is not able to play his best the further down a tournament he goes. But today there's no fallback net anymore. At all. If you lose, you're out. A third place finish is amazing. B Cup starts with like 32 players. It's a long tournament. With a couple of fallback nets, as group stage and playoffs are double elimination. But both showed there's no one that can beat them except the Emperor. Good for Happy, I guess, to have a little bit of time in between series. Well, especially Lin, if he reaches the grand final. Had to play a best of 5 before, is now playing a best of 7, and the grand final is gonna be best of 9. That could be a very, very long way to the championship. But, whoa, XP goes to Sock. And almost this round, maybe already an opportunity. Doesn't want to commit though. Very aggressive play, no creeping, no level 2. Orcs have different philosophies when they go for harasses. If they go with headhunters or only with the Farseer, do they creep before
a player's forces are under attack?
They harass to have that chain lightning for the last hits. But so far, Sock is doing okay. Ooh, he's maneuvering around the map already. This matchup is a lot about the Orc harass early to stall time and prevent level 2 and 3 Archmage. And then it's up to the human to somehow preserve the mana early on and find their way into the Orc base. Maybe creep at the same time too, which is not happening. We got early rifles, by the way. And at that, is that enough? He will have another water elemental. Damage on the Archmage is good, but no level 2 water elementals. Lin is at home, scouting for this. Good retreat, finding nice balances. And this game, so far, despite some last hits, are not that great for Sock, are they? He's moving into the base, doesn't do anything, has the water elemental, doesn't summon it. A bit indecisive. And he went all the way across the map to just leave again. On this level, it's like, this is a minute of being ineffective. That is not allowed. Farseer outlevels him hard. Maybe it's a bait to lure Lin into thinking that he's safe now and then the Mountain King arrives and he gets some kills, but levels are good, headhunter numbers are fine. And again, I gotta say, in these final 3, final 4 stages of a tournament, Sock is shaky. Creeping now while being jacked. This is a big one, of course. Archmage Mountain King trying to zone. Good positioning. Scares the Farseer away. And it is the flute. One of the best items you could possibly find when you play a rifle strategy. Whee, another... Was it? No, I didn't get it. Okay. But the Water Elemental, that is level 2.9. And a good boost. Rifle push coming. This matchup oftentimes decided on tier 2. Who gets the unit out the best? Someone gonna be supply block. Can both creep to level 3. And then the arms race between TC and Mountain King is up. Suck with solid map control follow-up. Getting both camps in the middle. Chop access if you wanted to. Huh? Oh, the stone was stolen before. Haha. Didn't even see. Archmage moved to the side. Do we not have a shop? No, we don't. Otherwise, you could have used it for clarities. Liz going red spot. At 7 minutes 30. Wow, that's brave. But I guess why not? And he gets the Katga's pipe for more mana regen with a shaman build. Well, now that's outstanding. What a reward. And going into a creeping game, does that really give you an advantage, Sock? I'm not too sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red spot for Sock now as well. Claws plus 12, not that great. But it's Lin pushing. It's not the way it's supposed to be. If he wanted to transition into breakers, that is impossible now with the shop being down. But Lin respects it, drains the town portal, moves away with the cheap speed scroll. Even kept the Kodo back to not get intercepted by Stormbolt. Yeah, Lin is looking fire again. Guys, I know that this spot isn't the hardest in the world and that you can creep it fast, but can you please show me a replay of high level orc versus human where the red camp is crept at 7 minutes 30 and not like 2, 3, 4 minutes after? That is incredibly rare. So you get my point, I guess. Defense upgrade first. Why? There must be a great reason behind it. It's Lin. But this is not something you see often, do you? The majority of the damage is coming from spells, aka clap. So that doesn't diminish that. Huh. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Lin is expanding at 50%. It's done already. scouting the left-hand side for a cheeky corner expansion. Mountain King level 4 is absolutely a threat. With all the items, good splits, doesn't hit too much. Lyn has a heal scroll as well, which she will need. Throwing a lot of damage on the dwarf, but speaking of damage, we got the Scroll of the Beast to boost everything by 25%. Oh, TC had something to heal as well. No Invo Potion. Stomp hits the Militia. Heal scroll against it. Good timing by Sock. But I feel this fight is rather one-sided, if not for the Mountain King. He has another Invuln. He has another Mana Potion. If he claps into this position here, there might be a chance. And now it's 7 seconds to reign free. And now it's time to do damage. But I think... Oh my god, the clap! A little bit of Dispel on that Lightning Shield for damage prevention. But... it's painful. Supply is relatively even, but you blink and it's completely changed. Plus, Lyn is the one expanding. His Great Hall is finished. And he gets extra income with a 4.7, 4.5 army. Can he save everything? Nope. Mikoto dies, gets the Raider back. But this is now Lyn's match to take. He did a lot of things very right. That's what Lyn does. Oi, 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 oi.
A player's forces are under attack.
I feel like Sock's fights were better than his positioning throughout the game. But still, Headhunters were able to connect to the casters. The first clap wasn't super satisfying. And now he has to spend a lot of resources on the consumables again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Whew, so it's a push again. But with what? We have a mana potion. We got a close to level 5 Farsia. It's down to the MK. There's only one hope. And that's the Mountain King. No Blizzard transition. No level 4 even. Water Elementals are pathetic. And the Breakers aren't upgraded in the way that they are meaningful. He's trying to nuke this MK to just seal the deal, you know. But our first map is very, very, very likely to go to Lyn. The supply, tell the truth. Level 5 on the FS. Come on, give us a chain lightning. Give us 1,000 damage apiece. Potion against the Stormbolt. Now we get some significant level ups for Sock. But he would have loved to have this level 5 Mountain King before the fight starts and not after his army died. Oh man, and Chain Lightning is brutal. MK will die after the stomp, and so is Sock on map 1. That was relatively easy to predict. After the initial moments, I think. What was that Archmage movement in the beginning of the mid-game? Zappity zap zap! Archmage to the sand! And Sock finds the G button. Slid! 1-0. A solid performance. Nothing extraordinary, really. The red spot was good. That was new. The contain was really good. Never allowed Sock to reach any levels. But Sock also didn't really force anything. Cross the map just to take a look at the orc base and then leave again. That's not the opening you need, and I'm very, very, very sure Sock can do better. Maybe it's nerves, maybe he's not fully activated yet, but we know that Sock can do better. He's the king of level 3 pushes. Sock has it in him. I agree. But yeah, Lin, very few flaws in his play. And then it's hard. Because competitive Warcraft is about making one mistake less than your opponent. And if your opponent doesn't do any mistakes, then good luck. Games continue in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So get your Prime subs in to be safe from ads for the rest of the month. Later tonight, back to Warcraft Weekly Monthly Cup at 7 p.m. with Krav, Pato, Hawk, Sheik, Sonic. Gonna be good. Gonna be good. J325, thank you for the 4 month. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. How's your Rara preparations going, everybody? You got the snacks already in? Got the time off? Got the watch party organized? Suitcase packed in case you're coming? You better tune in masses. That shit's so expensive. And it's the only Western LAN, the only LAN outside of China with audience. And that's just show matches and stuff. And we're not there. Right? Muka FC, thank you for the 6 month. What clothing do I need? Only furries allowed this year. Don't forget Dubai. Dubai has no audience. Dubai is in the studio. As much as I love the production, Dubai has no audience, which makes everything infinitely more challenging. There is Stars War, but it's mostly show matches. So yeah. That's what we do. And it's also the only international LAN, right? Chile is coming. Brazil is coming. America is coming. Of course, European represent. Got Dyson. We got the Koreans. We got the Chinese. Got them all. Even a Swede, yes! Even a Swede for the first time. To be honest, there were visitors at Rara 1 from Sweden, but the first Swedish player, if I'm not mistaken. We had a Finnish player, and a Danish player, and a Norwegian player, before we got a Swedish player. Ain't that embarrassing for the proud Warcraft 3 nation of Sweden? Neo will finally complete his Pokédex. Yeah, kinda. You know these maps that you can scratch off when you visited the country? That's what I do. Game up. Okay. Next map, Concealed Hill. Time for Sock to slap back. Because Lin is a bit of a favorite here, and if you're down 0-2 against the favorite, it doesn't bode too well for you, does it? Lin has no reason really to change anything, right? Why would he? Sock had a Mountain King first mass air special here on this map. Is it time to bring this back? Are we playing an expansion here on Concealed? Humans get more and more comfortable. No MK. And for Lin, of course. Fascia Grunt. Headhunter, yay or nay? Yeah, right. I don't see a Warmill. For now, the Warmill should be up. We're playing a Grunt opener? Apparently we are. So, we're starting the lab creep. As so often, Fascia can contest this. Come on, come on. Last hits on Northern Isles weren't perfect, but yesterday against Happy, it looked really good. Also, especially against 1-0, it looked really good.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's rushing across and he's gonna harass it, expecting this, punishing it. No scout, just intuition and of course learnings from previous games and from the meta. That rock golem is so important. Sock cannot let this go. If Lin gets the last hit, here's a disaster. Doesn't. Item also for Sock invul potion. Doesn't get trapped with any of the militia for now. He might lose one, he might lose two, and it's totally fine. Similar to the lab creep that we've seen for many years on Twisted Meadows. And that must feel nice. A dicey situation finally going his way. After Northern Isles was a bit of a disaster. And the Arcane Tower at home is up.
Players' forces are under attack.
So far, I like it. But again, he's just walking into the base. Can't really do much. At least there's a bit of water elemental pressure. Ooh, creeping the green. I like it.
Town is under siege.
Will he double down on this? He has the mana for one more soon. But it's far away from 3. Lin really found a nice way of breaking Sock's creep routes. The green is still up. It's a very odd movement by Sock, isn't it? Lumber mill.
A player's forces are under attack.
Grunt ensnared. Crab goes to Sock. He's on the way to 3. Lumber mill is usually tier 3 air, right? But 1 days? He is level 3. He finally made it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, this is getting hard for Lin. He doesn't have spikes. He doesn't have concrete. He's 2 levels ahead now. 2 buildings coming up. The burrow's being exposed. Holy moly, this was quite impressive by Sock. I thought he's just running around, but no. He was creeping perfectly. The next water elemental is quite far ahead, but the beast tree is gone and the lodge is gone. I didn't see it coming. The prophet for once didn't see it coming. That this is an almost uncontested level 3 on the bottom right hand side with the crab. And now ideally he can even heal at the fountain while threatening another attack with footman. Big delay in Lin's play. And tier 2 done. Even the shop is up. So MK can bring clarities if necessary. Beastmaster! Oh, the Sock special! The Sock special, doubling down on the summons. That's another cancel. That's another cancel. It's almost only him playing this. This is the 4th building canceling. The 5th building going down. Terrorizing the orc base. Its floodgates open. We have many, many, many more summons if he wants to use it, if the cooldowns are off. That's what you gotta do against Lin, I feel. You cannot let his tier 2 unfold. He's too good at it. But with this Beastmaster pick, Lin has a win condition again. And that's the super late game. TC will wreck the human army at some point. Or is he? Because we are going air. Tier 3, 1 bit. What the hell, dude? I am aware of a Beastmaster play. I am aware of a tier 3 air play. Dodges the storm. But I'm not aware of mixing both. The special strats. Let's be honest. Lin's getting destroyed. We're 8 minutes in the game and his tier 2 buildings are starting now while being supply blocked and having a level 1 first hero. This is the worst situation you can be in. Here we go, another Quill Beast. The little wrecking balls. And it's another Spirit Lodge gone. And doubling it down with the Water Elemental. This looks so broken. But how did Sock make this work? Chat says he looks like a different player compared to map 1. And I 100% agree. Gets the stomp in now. Surround. Not even. Oh, maybe. Staff is ready. Of course. Oh, wow, wow, wow. This is terrifying. Maybe it's a CH special. And we won't see it again because here the tavern is so close to the main base that the Beastmaster works a little better than on other maps. Oh, gets out. We are 9 minutes 20 in and no tier 2 building in sight. Trying it now. Last ditch effort, Mass Wyvern. Oi, this will finish maybe. Yo, this is a 10-minute tier 2 building. And usually the problem is that the Beastmaster falls off. When you harass so much, you don't creep too much. And the Beastmaster is not a late game hero, right? You are getting Dispel at some point. But if you pair it with tier 2 Griffins, then what's supposed to stop the Griffins? Bats? Super expensive. Wyvern can, depending on the positioning, be countered by Quill Beasts and Water Elementals. He has good damage against Wyvern. And the Paladin comes in for the support, and we got a staff for free healing on top of fountains as well. I'm in awe. There's probably a lot of games where this didn't work as flawlessly as it did here. But man, if all these puzzle pieces come together, this is a devilish strategy. What do you want to counter it with? Headhunters? No. Bad Riders can be countered by armor upgrades. He's trying. Do we have to fend? No, that would be another good measure. Lyn still sees a way to win. We respect that. He's also supply blocked at 30. So, I wonder how.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now Sock knows that there's not gonna be the spell. There's no lodge, there's no totem. He's getting caught. No holy light. Staffo. Maybe on the cost of a paladin. For some reason I got that weird feeling that there's still a chance for Lyn because he's Lyn. Transfers the invul. Shackle coming in. Boink. Even the Griffin gets home. But it's time to heal now. Time to lick the wounds. There's no way to force the issue. No way, no reason to force the issue. Against Lyn, you always gotta be careful. It is Stomp though, which is a problem if your main threat is mass air. Because Big Cow doesn't do any handstands for these Stomps. Now we go into Raiders. Have a solid damage type against Griffins. They can control the Dragonhawks the way Dragonhawks control Bats and Wyvern. And of course it's made for laming with the Tome of Retraining on the TC. Maybe with Shockwave you can do some damage. Beastmaster still not a great hero. At least we got level 2 for the bear. A little bit more control on the ground. He's dearly missing his Mountain King, so at least he got that bash. But TC... Oh, where are you going, pal? So we're banking on medium armor. Ah! Hater! For free! Didn't get it. Didn't take that gift. Rage Bear in the main. And he finally gets the last double staff now. Captain America helmet 2. Creep still interested in this fight. But what needs to happen so that Lyn has a solid chance? Love the bear for the normal damage. That's it now. We have 2 armor upgrades already. You really need a lot of bats to kill this air. You can shackle the dragon, it's not spell immune. You can also coil over it. As this is a topic in chat. Bats. Oh, Lyn microing the bat, didn't detonate, just a freebie. Bit busy with everything else, I guess. Piercing damage coming from Headhunters is okay. Griffins are falling, there's good experience. Yeah, the level 10 dragon is spell immune. But this was over. What a recovery by Sock! Let's go! We got a series 1-1. That was important. Just for the mental. Getting slapped around on game 1 and finding the solution on game 2. Despite an imperfect early game, I would say, that level 3 made all the difference in the world. And that's the strength of Sock. He always has a way through the early game, but almost always, as we saw game 1, to find level 3. And then he is in the enemy base. And then, as we've seen now, if you pair this with a Beastmaster, it's even better. And it is a Sock special. He's the one human playing the most different second heroes across all matchups. Paladin second, definitely a Sock thing. Beastmaster second, definitely a Sock thing. He was even experimenting with the Bloodlaw and playing Blademaster first. So yeah, kudos to him, man. Coming up with that solution in a matchup where he is already strong. Just doubling down on it. 1-1. But we gotta say, this was also his pick. His first loser's pick in a best of 7. Humans these days feel pretty comfortable. Armin VB in the chat telling us how clueless he is about this game. Thinking magic immune units can't be ensnared. You fool. You fool. Thankfully, we have Stefan Di Valfe, one of our mods, to correct nonsense like this immediately. Shout out, Stefan. That's the real knowledge. That Archmage running around in the early game doing nothing while footies creep. Well, you could also spin it in a way that the Archmage was distracting the Farseer, so the Farseer is not focusing on the Footman. It's all about the narrative, chat. It's all about the narrative, Armin. I'm a spitting doctor. I'm the one who takes you into game 3. Tidehunters. Curious if Sock has a variety of creep routes here as well, because I think his main creep route with militia creep towards the green next to his base is a little bit exposed and everybody copies it already. So it's up to him to find new combinations of creep routes and new timings. Concealed Hill was Sock's map pick. This is now Lynn's map pick. So we shouldn't be too surprised if this game looks a little bit different than what we've seen before. Neo's a Thite Hunter. I wish. I wish. I'm just hunting hours on the Twitch dashboard. That's what I'm hunting. And your Prime subs, of course. I'm a Twitch Prime hunter. Good bang bang. Yeah, let's hope we get a good bang bang here. I shared my Twitter DMs yesterday with Phalo, who's in the chat right now. And the one I shared with him was delicious hi. Big breast, good bang bang. Can date. Pussy emoji, mirror emoji. So, yeah. Let's hope For a good bang bang between Sock and Lin. Hello, Leon. Welcome. I heard you only arriving at Rara on Friday. Shame on you. What is the cat emoji? Armin, do I seriously have to explain this to you? You know, there was a band that name kind of explains it. The song was Don't Ya. The Pussycat Dolls. Exactly, Armin. There you go. That's what the cat emoji is for. Should we also explain the aubergine to you? And the peach? We'll educate you, Armin. No worries. Oh, it's an eggplant, right? It's not an aubergine? I think... Wait. Eggplant is the name of an aubergine? Whatever. Valenzi, thank you for the prime. Both are fine? Nice! We have the similar setup. Phalo! Thank you for the... Thank you for the bang bang. That's kind of what I want to say. Thank you for the bang bang. So, we raised the question before we went into this whole Twitter DM bang bang thing. If Sock can creep level 3, and oh my god, is he far away from where he wants to be. He wants to be on level 3, he's not even on level 2. He wants to be in Lin base, but he's in his own. He wants to creep with militia any green spots, but he needs to defend his base. Lin is being the oppressor again, similar to what he did on map 1, and the ball is in his corner again. That's the difference a map can make. This is why I always say maps are more important to a matchup than balance. Unit balance. Can change the entire dynamic, and it definitely did here. From concealed to tight hunters. Only level 1, good damage outcome. Map is a core component of matchup balance. Caribbean. If you ask 100 people, how many do you think would agree with you and me? Yeah. You know it, I know it. Not everybody knows it. So Lin is putting on a clinic for now. Level 2 at the same time for Archmage and Farseer. The Farseer is usually traveling behind. Always. Not if your name is Lin. And Sock is in quite a bit of trouble. So the win condition changes a little bit. First, it's do as much damage as possible to the Orc base, which is too late now. Now, it's getting a better Mountain King than Lin can get a TC. Do you care about the opinion of 100 random people? That depends if they are a Back to Warcraft sub or not. If they are, I definitely do. If they're not, Ring of the Archmagi and a level 2 Mountain King. So we're making progress here while we play a harassing Farseer. Basically, the Archmage, harassing Archmage. Basically, Archmage becomes the role of the Farseer early. Just to slow down the TC a bit.
Players' forces are under attack.
But this still looks pretty fine. Full in overall, as it should on his map.
A player's
No surprise element in terms of second heroes. There was really no room for that. The Rifle Caster army is coming together, as well as the Mountain King levels and items. He's becoming quite a bit more tanky as well, which is great because he will be the recipient of all the damage in the early fights. And TC Farseer aren't really where they're supposed to be. A little bit of inefficiency. Looking for a creep jack, too late. Now moving back and forth. Very indecisive Lin right now. And Sock is making moves. He's moving way more efficient. He's coming towards the Great Hall. This will be a cancel no matter what. Clap for 4. Alright, getting a little backstab in. But if this is a cancel and he's going for a TP, this is 100% worth it. If he's not losing too much. One rifle, okay. Already more even than Northern Isles was. Oh, did he not cancel?
under attack.
Did he cancel? Chat, did you see? Chat? No cancel? Yes? No cancel? Ouch! Oh my god, that hurts! Lin! We've said it many times on these championship Sundays. The more games he plays, the more flaws we see. And this is his 8th map in a row. Level 3 now on both second heroes. Clap versus Storm. Who lines it up better? Both suboptimal, but they are getting a connection. Militia called, maybe a hair too late. TC far forward. He has a potion, he has a scroll. He can stomp a lot more, but he keeps the surround close. The Raiders are blocking the way. He'll scroll TC. Lin losing his most important hero in this matchup. It's about army now with the Mountain King. If he gets a little bit more mana here, and he definitely will with that Brilliant Aura level 2 that was just spelled. Gets more claps in, gets more kills in. Great rifle people saves to the side. Oh my, is he seriously saving all these? Fastia is on a hunt, but in the meantime, Akodo falls as well.
Under attack.
38 food only. Sock with the hell of a fight. Oof. Lin's in trouble. Lin's in big trouble. TC's still benched.
A player's forces are under attack.
That wasn't the fight you wanted to take. That was definitely not the TC positioning you needed to take. Because on this map, if you lose momentum, that has a ripple effect. This map only has one shop. And as you see, currently, no heal scroll, no invo potion available because Sock got it. Because you can't move out on the map without your TC. And he's also occupying the tavern. Lin is trying to get some long distance mining in. Leveling the Farseer to get at least something done. Sock with the fantastic opportunity. A second ring of the Archmagi. That the Archmagi graciously lends to his ally, the Mountain King. But we have a lot of blue sauce in the inventory of Lyn. Big mana potion, small mana potion. All the mana potions. And no militia support at the moment. Stormbolt. Kill. Clap. Nice. Stomp on the right-hand side will take out some priests that were a bit far forward, but again, good saves. Sock somehow flipped the switch before map 2. This time, the Headhunters are having a way harder time to reach the casters, and if they do, they suffer for it. The heal ward in the back. Lyn knows it's over. Didn't even touch his mana potions no more. Sock wins 2 in a row. His loser's pick. Lyn's loser's pick. And look at that value swing there in the middle of the game. Unreal. Lyn is bleeding. Lyn is making mistakes. Maybe he needs a little break. Why are they playing on medium game speed? They're not. Where do you get this from? What? Whew, the momentum is on Sock's side, but it's a best of 7. Halfway done, Sock is. Lyn played 5 matches against Happy, a best of 7 versus Sock, and potentially a best of 9 against Happy, lol. Yes, but he decided to do so. He could have said no to the Don't Force Me Cup. But he said yes, so here we are. Not canceling the town hall. Yeah. Huge mistake. A mistake that usually doesn't happen to him. Gods don't get tired. Not sure, I agree. We are getting a little break. And that might be necessary here. Calling people from chat, hey chat, to respond to your question is so disrespectful towards your stream supporters. I think it's rather the opposite. This includes everybody. It's definitely more inclusive than hey guys. Or hey bro. I don't see how this is disrespectful, but you can educate me if there's something wrong with that. How did the Don't Force Me Cup end? 3-2. Hey guys, exclude someone? Yeah, everybody who's not a guy. For example, 50% of the population, pretty much. I think calling everyone chat is very common in Twitch. Exactly. I thought guys is gender neutral. Not really. I mean, it's guy. It's not a big fuss, but it's relatively easy to say hey chat instead of hey guys. So why not do it? Let's not be weird about it. Not again. Not again. Not a big deal. I feel like hate chat makes it sound like there's only one chat. Seems unfair to those of us who enjoy the YouTube. There's a chat on YouTube. I feel you though. I feel you. Wow, people are getting so riled up over such nonsense. Makes you sound like an e-girl. I would love to have the bank account of an e-girl. "40 seconds till game time." Yeah, for some people this is really incredibly important. Funny. I still don't know what's wrong with hate chat, except that what Hippo said. Next map, Hammerfall. Hammerfall could be an expo map. If he feels like it. Or Lynn jumps on a rock golem creep. There's definitely potential for some early game damage. So Hammerfall, show us Lynn trailing. If he loses this map as well as the second loses map, then he's in trouble and we are not getting the second Happy versus Lynn match of the day. Are there any maps without a tavern? Nope. Since Frozen Throne. I mean, no. Only the Reign of Chaos maps had no tavern, if I remember correctly. And we updated all of these with the tavern. I think the last one that didn't have a tavern was Lost Temple, but that was patched as well. Tavern heroes are just too important for the balance of the game. Imagine playing against mass Gargs without a panda or stuff like that. Like playing against what can I say? Playing Night Elf without a Naga or something. But of course, nowadays Lost Temple also has these taverns. Nullwood has the taverns, etc, etc, etc. We are going into Farseer Headhunters. Who would have thought? And an Archmage. Pointing towards the north, which is the Rock Golem creep, where Footman is standing in preparation. Lynn needs to be more successful here than he was on Concealed. Sonic, thank you for the sub. KB, thank you for the 2 years. Sonic even with the 4 years. God damn. Rock Golem dead. How many kills? It is level 2, we can't prevent it. Ooh, not that great for Lynn again. That's another kill. Even the wolf goes down without being resummoned. Water Elemental is doing a fantastic job. Not sure if he got that second wolf or if it was resummoned. Felt like he got it. He's donating so much XP to the Archmage. Is Lynn a little triggered maybe? Pressure on the AM is good. This is gonna be a fast expansion. Wait, where's the...
under
There's the
attack.
box. Whoops. And footies are here. Needs more lumber though. And that's a problem for Sock. But if the Arcane Tower is up, similar to how a play versus Undead would be. Oh, block, 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 block. Lynn, not the sharpest today. Yesterday he would have blocked. Wait, is this? Huh? How does he have 2 XP bars? Usually this only happens when it's an illusion, but it obviously isn't. I hold Lynn to the highest standards, of course, because of what he showed us yesterday. Hey, there's another. There's 2 bars again. The hell? Advanced Observer Overlay. Archmage comes around! Oh, there's so much freedom! He needs to get the kill, but he doesn't. I watched WAC TV 20 years ago, if it's the same caster. I started 16 years ago, but yeah. I did cast via WAC TV back in the day. Oh, another exchange! Now the Archmage is on the run. Action-packed early game. Close moments. Sock is here, can't get the block in either. Speed scroll. Wait. Miss Micro. Is something coming from the north to put the damage in? Not really. Faster is necessary here. The Arcane Tower is gone. Sock may be a bit overwhelmed. And peasants are dying left and right. Ooh, I thought for a second there's a yellow army, but this was just the map thingy. Expo standing, peasants down, Arcane Tower down, Firelord counter push. Yeah, good night, Sock knows it. If I engage here, my Archmage is dead. Without my Archmage, I can't do anything. And there is a reason why people are playing less expansions nowadays. This was a super quick one. As it happens on Hammerfall that games are over after 5 minutes. And this follow-up with Archmage so hurt, no shop, no healing. Farseer able to go back to the base and heal, and the Firelord pressure continues. This base would have been toast, and that was the win condition. Super hectic, super stressful. I couldn't even follow up on all the action that happened, but this little break that we had before the match did Lynn quite a favor. All right, chat. Okay, 5 minutes, series 2-2. And yeah, I think Sock's attention was all on the Archmage. And very, very little on that second base. And then the Arcane Tower falls. And then the Headhunters take over. Score, 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 score. Are you the Observer, Neo? I think you do an amazing job at it, honestly. Thank you, Goody! I am not proud of many things. I don't think I'm the best caster. I don't think my production is flawless. But I do think that I have the best Warcraft 3 camera control in the world. One thing. Cap? Cap? Screw you! Who's better? Izzy. Well, Izzy has an unfair advantage because he sees the game twice. And then there's a better chance to catch all the important action. It's Infy? No fucking way it's Infy. I am 100% sure that Infy doesn't even use middle mouse button. No way. Sometimes in the early game, you get stuck on an exchange or something and completely ignore your unit movements off camera. Yeah, early game. Yeah, early game. You might be right. You must be joking. It's never Infy. Best observer is the automatic observer. He's never missing a beat, huh? Ah! 30 seconds till map 5. Appreciate your comments, by the way. It's very lovely. Thank you. Is the observer meta? Well, I guess, like, I set some standards for myself. Never use the edges to scroll. Always pan the camera. Virgily! Virgil 1988 with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, never use the frame of the window to scroll. It's bad for the camera. Always use middle mouse button to pan the camera. Instead of scrolling, click on the minimap so you don't have scrolling because that looks weird. But if you jump to a different spot on the map, use the minimap because I can show you. Oops. So, if I want to go to the green camp, I could do either this, or I could do this, or I could do this. And if I switch to a different scene, I click the minimap instead of scrolling. If there's a fight going, and I'm following the action, like a cameraman would follow a running person, I use the drag scroll. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Do you use spacebar? No. For what? And if a unit is moving, you click on the portrait. I can't show it right now. But that's the smoothest. Like this, ideally, I'd only click on on portraits. Is that a scout? So this by far the best. Like there's nothing better than this. Your navigation is really good and has been for a long time. Thank you. You constantly zoom in? That's not true. You use arrow keys? Never, ever, 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 ever use arrow keys. You know what it looks like? It's horrible. You get epilepsy from using arrow keys. Anyway, we got a game. And we got a Farseer on Lynn's side. And now I talked so much about that the overlay is wrong. Anyway, we got the Shadow Priest here. This is the first map with the mercenary camp, right? So we can dispel wolves now. We can dispel water elementals now. As the series is tied 2-2. We're basically down to a best of 3. It needs to be said that it's down to a best of... Whoa! Instant Expo. After getting pummeled on hammerfall with an expo. He goes for instant expo. Now that's ballsy. Deny on the peasant, love to see it. So, level 2 is up. Shadow Priest is up.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is fantastic, dude. And the stability that the Shadow Priest gives him in comparison to the first game where we didn't have that. It's tremendous. Does he have the lumber? Not yet. Will Lin double down on this with the Fire Lord again then? He knows what's up. He could steal Mercs for Forest Troll Berserker. It's also very expensive. Trying to get some chip damage in. Oh, by the way, if you have a shot like this, always try to have everything in the frame. Because if you do this and this and this to adjust, it's not really satisfying. The less camera movement you have, the better, usually. But that's really hard. So I have to adjust now for a second. Anyway, this is so uninteresting to a lot of people. We are firing shots at this expo. And the damage is lowered. Ooh, we only have 3 workers. He has to cancel. He is doing a lot of damage, so this might still be worth it. It's a bit of a question what Lin does on tier 2. Maybe it's not worth it. Because where's the production sock? He doesn't have the lumber again!
A town is under siege.
Because of the wolves. We thought that the Shadow Priest is gonna be really good versus wolves. But Lin identifies, well, if I have the wolves when I'm close to your Shadow Priest, you're just gonna dispel them. So I sent them where they hurt, and you can't dispel them because you don't have the lumber to build an Arcane Tower. This is so simple, but also so smart. This is the reason why this expo is cancelled and delayed. Ooh, when we have these crazy Fastia Archmage exchanges. Lin with the block this time! The move that was missing on Hammerfall, he got it in, creating some space for the Fastia. And he should be safe. And there should be a shop. There is. We thought it's looking good for Sock, but I gotta say, Lin had a nice recovery. He's not going Firelord. How do you move your mouse while holding the portrait? If you click on the box, you can use the mouse freely, unless you release the button. So I'm constantly holding it pressed. And then I can do this. And when I release the button, it's gone. Archmage under fire. That Shadow Priest now holds some great value, but as long as you heal, you use mana, and then you can't dispel as much as you would like. Lin is doubling down on Raiders now, knowing that it has to be building elimination. This will then also be TC Shockwave, I reckon. Is Lin getting the back-to-back maps now? This series swings back and forth, dribbling around that Fastia block, that attempted Fastia block, and Lin decided it is time to go for Shockwave, because there's so many workers and so many buildings you can hit. Stomp could have led to a kill, but only one. And there's no defend. There's no reinforcements. There's no tower. It's just pure tier 2 pressure with the hurt Archmage still. Lin is so good in his anti-expo play. He's completely dominating the game. And it's all down to lumber during the initial harass. Also, the missing defend is down to lumber, obviously. There is an arcane, but headhunters don't really care. Forces militia. The numbers are really good, man. It's close to the critical mass. Gotta be careful now. Archmage is back. Gets 1 kill. Gets 2 kills. Both denied by Lin. So good. Yeah, if Lin wins this map, the Woofies get an extra stake tonight. And maybe some B2W Woofies in the chat. I like that play by Sock to tech at the expo, to maybe trick Lin into thinking that there's still no tech yet. It's a sweet little curveball. But I guess a player on the caliber of Lin is not falling for it. So many peasants lost. He can rebuild peasants from 2 mines, of course. And now we got defend. Headhunters become essentially useless, but Lin also stopped building them. So it's only gonna be raiders. A lot of damage return. And Lin has pillage ready, so he's getting rich. We only have 1 heal self remaining. Sock might be able to hold, because this expansion is untouched. Lin could then move around and position himself between the 2 bases, as we've seen quite some times. But then we also get an MK. An MK clap is gonna tear through this army at a certain given level. Oh, mass murder though! We're down to 15 peasants. Wait, we're down to 1 footman and 19 peasants? He's down to an archmage? No mining here anymore. Just when you thought that there's a little bit of stability coming for Sock, Lin shuts it. Oh, this is so many corpses. But Sock's alive. So we need a lot of healing provided by this shop, which is finishing soon. No shockwave, 3 towers. Lin going to the merchant for a heal scroll. Ooh. That's big. No more footmen. Saves, dude. Yeah, salve them all up. Give him a nice little massage. That is expensive on top of the double heal scroll. And Lin is on a timer now. There's more and more gold into Sock's bank account. He's fortifying here too. Get some levels in. I'm not even sure if he needs this Archmage here. Brilliant Aura 2, nice and all, but it's all about clap. Creep Jacqueline. We got a town portal. You need this rogue. Got it. Item is a ring. More stability. We get a Mauler. We get a Berserker. That Mauler especially could do great things for Sock. And now you got a TP out. Heal scroll number 1 used. And that was not during a push towards the base. Just an open fight. We have a shop here. Muddy, Mauler, Berserker, Water Elemental. Close to level 2. But the shop is gone now. No breaker after this. Needs a lot of repair now. Raider Falls. Level 2. Here we go. We got the clap. Sock can do this. Sock can stabilize. He's forcing Lin away. Mountain King got some mana soon. Could maybe even block. Militia called. Oh, Lin. You did so many things so well. But that first heal scroll there at the shop, was it really worth it? Oh, the militia call to arms. Let's go. It's all flooded with the proletarians. And I think torches and forks are scaring the orc away. Woo, Lin in trouble now. He's also rich though. He can double down on this attack. But here, a lot of fortification. There's not too much surface area here either. So you counter expand now? Oh, Lin got tier 3. I didn't even see. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Okay, that changes a lot. Okay, that changes everything. I was a bit too focused on the Mountain King. Tiny Great Hall, and then we got 2 base with attack advantage for Lin. Does that change too much for fun? Oh no! The Murloc goes invisible before he was killed. Has to reveal now. That's rare. But we had the magic sentry. I'd almost say triple sanctum is necessary. Archmage caught. Has a town portal. No stomp, of course, so no clear disable. But a majority of this army was distracted by a wolf. Muddy bites the dust or the mud, whatever he does. And Wyvern are coming with envenomed spears. And there is no solution to Wyvern with envenomed spears. Water Elemental Stormbolt, I guess. Panda third. Love it. For even more AoE. So Sok, does he need tier 3? He needs either tier 3 or Dragonhawks, right? Yeah. You can't counter this with Polymorph, as weird as it sounds, even though it's very expensive. Lin has no Dispel at the moment. Polymorph could turn out to be very sick. Can be fixed with Shaman, it's relatively quick.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Drunken Haze. Oh, it's not Drunken Haze. It's more fire. Sock again, being creep jacked. Drunken. Oh, chain wave breath. The AoE is abnormal. You know the terror that chain wave causes? Slap a breath of fire on top. You can't out-heal this.
A player's force
Can
is
you?
under attack.
No. Oh, and that might be another TP. Economically, so strong by Lin. Can you hold for that tier 3? This army is small, but he's forcing Lin into a town portal, waiting for the Wyvern. And what can you do with your own tier 3? We do get Dispel now. The value that Spirit Walkers add to the Wyvern
Forces are under attack.
is fantastic. If it's not dispelled. And even if you dispel it, there's only a limited amount. Well, Breakers could actually steal it. But how many Breakers we got? 4. That's not enough. control magic for the wolves. That's great.
Players' forces are under
Am I wrong here? Polymorph should be almost game winning, no? You can stop for a second. Shockwave, Breath of Fire. Then got so many heal scrolls. It's a bit of a double whammy. AoE is crazy,
forces are under attack.
and the heal scrolls are all with Lyn because he has map control. So we get an Alchemist third for the heal spray to have at least something against this. But as you can see in the overlay, the next heal scroll is 1 minute off. Frag Shards Mortars. That is horrible.
Forces are under attack.
Does he not know about the Wyvern? Did Lyn hide them up until now? He has Magic Sentry. He can scan.
A town is under siege.
Now we're getting polymorph, but he doubles down on the mortars. Hear me out. I am probably the #1 fragmentation shards fan in the world. Exclamation mark fanboy. Even if fragmentation shards do something as simple as enhanced damage against medium armor, I'm cheering for fragmentation shards.
A player's forces are
But
under attack.
what do they do here? And he gave Lyn so much time that there is one Walker master upgrade.
A town is under siege.
Gyros, bro. Gyros against
A player's
Panda on level 3 is also very tricky. And he's 2 levels ahead on the third hero with the map being almost empty. This is gonna be a hell of a fight. He goes Gyros now, but man, do you need positioning. Inner fire. Okay, if Lyn uses his dispels to get rid of inner fire, then you can use polymorph without there being dispel.
A town is under siege.
And then there's maybe a chance. I don't know. This doesn't really matter too much if you can get another round of production in. Otherwise, okay, it's not even supply block. Clap is nice. Whoa, what's this fight gonna be? It's so chaotic. We got control magic ready. The wolf not overtaken. Level 4 here. The gyros. Oh, I don't think they're enough to deal with them. The bat didn't connect too well. The panda also didn't connect too well. I didn't hear the polymorph yet. Now we got control magic on the freshly summoned wolf. That was nice. Mountain King in trouble. He has an orb of fire, by the way, which is sweet. Call to arms. Stormbolt. And Lyn is losing this. He has to TP out. He did it. The madman. He held. That was against 3 heal scrolls. Ooh. TC didn't do much. I don't think the Breath of Fire did much either. And on tier 3, it remains true. The human army is better than your army. He got the ground covered. Gyros. Lyn will probably go into more bats, and if the bats connect well alongside the Breath of Fire, these gyros are toast. And then air superiority wins the game. I don't think these gyros have any longevity. TC Stomp. This will be a surprise. Sock doesn't know what we know. That he's moving out of Shockwave. This can come as a CC that he doesn't expect. Spirit Link versus Inner Fire. Man, this starts to look like direct strike armies. First push of the entire game, 23 minutes. That Mauler did a lot, by the way. Let's take a look at the... Oh, sweet splits, but the breath catches so many! OMG! This is looking a lot better for Lin for now, but for how much longer? Heal Spray Clutch, level 5. Can these gyros survive? We get new bats in! Justify the meat! Oh, did they justify? Heal Wave again. Mountain King out of the fight. MVP bats! And turns out, if you hit the Breath of Fire, this is a lot easier. Panda in trouble, though. The breakers are still standing. Oof! Chain Wave doesn't lead to success. Archmage gotta get out. Alchemist needs to survive. Does survive. Lin also. Many losses, but that's the nature of playing bats, of course. He can recover. Both can recover. Sock's still with the lead. But it feels like Lin figures him out a little bit. And obviously, main base empty. 2,300 here. 6,000 gold here. So, if Sock doesn't get the base up top, Sock's screwed. Sock's doubling down on the gyros. I wonder if that's a mistake, if Lin is smart and is moving out of air. He could play Tauren, no? Against Clap, it's hard to position, though. But he has a high-level aura. Maybe that evens out. Also, I think Blizzard would be fantastic. There's very few raiders. There is Stomp, but... You know how good Blizzard is? Now that the army numbers are small, it's not that important. Also, Water Elementals against Wyvern. With there being only Spirit Walker Dispel. Okay, I can totally see why Water Elementals are great as well. But we are moving into Raiders, and then there's also more Disable. Still, Sock feeling comfortable. Apparently, we got Acid Bomb now, which is really good. Panda has mana. The gyros! Alchemist down! Oh, that's the healing! That's the only healing he had left. Can he save that TC? Got an Invo Potion. Dwarf is trapped. We throw the kitchen sink in this fight. Mountain King has no mana no more. Also no potion. Gets a little bit of healing here. Invis, but under the net you can still be seen. MK! He was supposed to be the savior, but now he's dead. Needs to get the cow. Oh my! Lin evacuates. And with that, his carry hero is still on the field. But he's suffering in supply. Lots about heroes now. And how do you deal with the breakers? That's the next problem. Pure hero focus. Bit more armor within a fire. Can't reach anymore. And he's getting a lot of damage onto his few remaining units. The gyros say hello. He's only interested in that Archmage, though. He's again under the net. Nothing to save him. Level 5 on the Panda. 555. Mountain King can be rebuilt, but not in time. GG. What a game. 26-minute banger. The golden age of in-game Warcraft continues. When oh my god, look at the value graphs. Oh, the swings. When I did my matchup tier list, I said human versus orc is really freaking good, but it could be even better if we enable them to play tier 3. And there you go. There you go. I think Sock was a bit kneecapped by scouting the Wyvern too late. Because his entire mortar team tech transition didn't do anything, right? And man, that panda. That panda. Who plays panda as an orc in this matchup? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Felt like Lin was always a step ahead. The tier 3 covered the expansion. He got the tiny then, got the resources ready, got the air transition unscouted. Oh, I would love to play the game before, like, to replay from the moment Sock decided it's time for mortars now, and instead go gyros earlier. Can't play wyvern against human. There you go. The harass early was great as well. Shout out to Sock for making this such a close game. Alchemist is always a mistake, useless hero. Bro, without an alchemist, he is so dead so much earlier. He was up against 3 heal scrolls, and without the alchemist, he wouldn't have any heal. Alchemist was necessary. Alchemist was the only choice. He could have crept bottom left and level up at least 2 heroes. That camp was only partially there. He crept the big one before. That was when Lin attacked in his base and he had to portal, so I don't think there was too much XP left. But that took some great decision making from both sides, and obviously some great execution too. It's Warcraft at its best. Like, this is why I always hope when we do like balance patches, etc. In my opinion, and there's different opinions, the game is the best in games like this. When you have quite a bit of gold to work with, when you can do tech transitions, when you can squeeze in a tier 3. It's the same with Human Undead. Especially on the Dubai tournament, Tidehunters, one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion. That's my perfect Warcraft. But there's people who see this differently. Need bigger maps? No. That is mostly down to the matchup. Because, as I said, it works on Tidehunters. And Tidehunters is a small map. Dubai Tidehunters might be... Yeah, it's definitely game of the decade. So if there are people who don't like tech switch games, what do they like? Cookie cutter builds, tier 2 tower pushes, rifle pushes, stuff like that. It was a fun game, not much more you can ask for. That's right. So, Lin on match points. Sock has to win back-to-back. The story of the series is that there's 2 back-to-back map wins now. Sock, this is the last tournament he plays before Rara Land. Will he finish 3rd? Or will we get a decider on map 7? Blizzard servers are busy right now. Okay, bro. Autumn leaves. This... I'm super curious if Sock plays another expansion. On Tidehunters, it is more than doable to play an expansion, but I've seen this getting punished a lot as well. It is not easy for Sock, but there's a tournament live on the line now. Last chance for the human. In case you like what we do, by the way, back to warcraft.com/support. All the ways to support us here on Twitch with a sub. Maybe you want to gift some subs on YouTube with a membership. You can give these too. One-time donations, Patreon, merch sub, all available. Lynn, one step away from the grand final, which is a best of 9. I'm hyped, but I'm also scared. Some people would say we can be excited, but I wouldn't. Fastia Archmage, so much so clear. Sock got quite brutalized by Soen when he expanded here and Soen went Firelord second and pushed. We'll see what it is. A top 3 finish is by no means bad. Sock had a great tournament so far. Mostly through the winner bracket, just stopped yesterday by Happy. Man, this series could be so different if not for that squandered first map. Could also be the same.
Players' forces are under attack.
So we always have to check how many farms. There's a different extreme on this map. You can go for an expansion. Wave with the tier 1 sub. My dude, 53 months. They subscribed for 52 months in advance. I doubt that's true, but if it is, hell yeah. So, as I said, you can go for the other extreme, and the other extreme... Oh my god! The other extreme is apparently to gift 100 subs into the channel. This is for your e-girl bank account. Nani? Holy shit, dude, again? You gifted so much. This, oh my god, Wave, you're unreal, man. You are unreal. Similar to this block by Sock, who lays in a lot of damage, this is always so hard to get overwhelmed by such a huge gift. And then having to cast an important match. Jesus. Okay, I was in the process of explaining that this is a very fast tech. And I think Sock is controlling this game well, puts in a lot of damage onto the Fascia, and has the tech running for him. The blacksmith might be a bit late. Transfixture, thank you for the sub. Bro, Wave, you're mad, man. How many subs did you give in the past couple of weeks? Like 700? No, 900. Yeah, 900 gifted subs. Sorry. So I must have forgotten a few. Yo! Fascia is recovering quickly. Thanks to the self. It's always cost. And these headhunters, they need some selves as well. But he only has one. He has to choose. Who's his favorite headhunter? Love how Sock is keeping track and is always there. Oh, should have been there to deny the healing. Speed scroll. Heal self. Cancelled and killed. What a waste. Lin, you choose wrong. Sophie's choice. Yeah, there you go. Some educated people in the chat. I like it. $900 subs. My mom didn't realize I have a credit card. Nicely hidden, mate. Keep it up. So, the importance of this game is obviously again on tier 2 then, as we don't have an expansion. Mountain King out fast, faster than the TC is. And we're brawling. Like, this is the beauty of Orc versus Human on tier 2. It's just constant brawling. Hammer! He didn't see the Mountain King coming! What? And he leaves the game! Well, I don't think I'm going out of my way when I say this was a stunning turn of events. Hui, oi, oi, did he not expect this? He didn't expect this fast tech, right? What the? What? Tamgoose with 10,000 bits? That's $100. What? Okay. Yeah, that's feels like 10,000. Dude. Tamgoose, you do a lot. You do a lot. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I hope you can make it to Rara, my dude. I really do. Make it work. I owe you some drinks. The Heretic, thank you for the prime. Yeah, he ran into this fast tech with open arms, right? Butt Crumbs gifted a sub to $100. Nice. Oh my god. The last game is Twisted Meadows. And it's ready in 2 minutes 30. Well, I feel like this is the appropriate amount of hype and support for this series. But Wave doesn't think so. Wave thinks we need more. Wave thinks he has to throw another 100 bits, subs, to make it 1,000 gifted subs. We like round numbers. 1,000. Don't you think this is getting a little out of hand? No? Yo! Wave. What a lad. J Celerex, 10 gifted subs. Gift subs number 607 on this channel. J Celerex, much appreciated. Oh boy. An anonymous user gifting a sub to Fire Yoshi. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for making my job so hard and keeping it together somehow. It's really stressful right now. Yo, this means the world, guys. Thank you. 20 seconds till the game. The last game between the two. Winner of the next map faces Happy in the grand final. Winning this next map is a difference of $600. $700. $700. Ay, ay, ay. Lemez with the 5 gifted subs. Hello, can you give me the best seeding for Rara Land? That depends. People can still outbid you, but you're in the front row, Lemez. You're in the front row. Invigorate with the 5 gifted subs. I don't know if you need a seating. Keep the train going. I mean, I won't stop any trains. Who am I? Who am I to stop trains? Kratosh with the 5 gifted subs. You guys are so lovely. Also, these people are making sure that everybody who gets a sub gifted is not seeing any ads. So, keeping the channel ad-free. Gift sub at a time. I got teary eyes. It's time to jump into the game real quick. I'd be ashamed if that's on broadcast. You guys are something else. Just like our players. They're also something else. But Crumbs with a gifted sub to 100 subs. Let's go! Decider! One more round. Cross position on Twisted. What a great series this is. And we end it on the greatest map there is. We're not changing much so far. Right hand side. Fascia. Could be a fast tech. Game 7 on Twisted. Name a better combo. Can't. Maybe game 9 on Twisted. J Celerex with more gift subs. I guess we have to keep the hype train running. I guess we gotta keep the hype train running. Gift sub 612. Archmage Fascia. Linnaeus with the sub. 20 month. Thank you. Kenshin released an update for the unit skins. Any plans to stream with them? Post Rara. Okay, so now you made me tear up a little bit. The game's got me hyped as well. It's a good time to be a Warcraft fan or caster. Lemez with more gifted subs. Did you rob a bank? Did you win the lottery? Much appreciated, mate. Kenshin's project is really good. I want to support it as much as I can. So, we go for the Merc Cap. We go for the Shadow Priest, we have a Dispel, we got some healing. Drags out the Rock Golem far to the right hand side to prevent Lin from getting a last hit. And that was necessary because Lin is right here. The Shadow Priest may be a bit exposed. The one oversight for Sock in this early game. Level 14. Hell yeah! Shadow Priest needs an opening. think the wolf is getting to him. Is the healing enough? Can't throw another lightning bolt. And the dispel saves him, actually. This is a lot of mana gone now, but the Shadow Priest is still there. Call to arms, wolves are chasing, but healing is a pretty good spell, I gotta say. Jay Salarek, 615 gift subs this channel. Unbelievable. Train still running. This is a lot of resources as he used Call to Arms just for the wolves, and Lin isn't done here. Keeping the pressure up. Tech is running. And Sock is still on tier 1, didn't start the tech. Has very low lumber. And only 3 farms. But does he have a 4th? No, we're fighting for the Berserker. And Sock gets it. So was this one Shadow Priest really worth all of this?
A town is under siege.
Archmage got a good level, got some good item, or one good item, I guess. But the missing tech is rough. 60% roundabout. And Sock is not pulling through. Wants level 3 first. Not much progress on Lin when it comes to his own levels. Woof. Whoa! Shadow Priest kill. See, Lin, it's that easy to kill a Shadow Priest. Why don't you do it? That was a bit of a blunder, I gotta say. Goddamn Scroll of the Beast! No way! Another 100 gift subs, this time by Tamgoose. So after all the bits, we get another freaking 100 sub bump. Get into your shelters, everybody. The sub bombs. The sub bombs are going crazy today. Tamgoose, you really don't have to do that, man. We're working on something behind the scenes. You really don't have to do this. You're insane, man. But yeah, glad you enjoy it. That's all I can say. And I'm enjoying Sock pushing into Lin's base because this is exactly what he needs. Disrupting the tech, is able to catch up in tech, and the burrows are so exposed. Wouldn't it be nice to have a Shadow Priest now against these water elementals? Has to use the Scroll of the Beast defensively to somehow get rid of it. It would be a disaster if he loses that burrow as well. But I think he has it under control. I mean, there's corpses everywhere. The buildings are burning. But let's say he got this under control. He's back. With another water elemental. Lin can't set up any buildings.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mountain King is coming out. Archmage gotta be careful not to be stomped, but he gets another headhunter. He's trapped here. TC holds the door. What a bouncer he is. And this is, I guess, a forced TP. But it's still so much time. He can use the potion. Lin isn't leveling all this time. But okay, he didn't. Freaking Tamgoose, man. I swear, if you don't make it to Rara, I'm so pissed. Fucking hell. Sock maneuvered himself from a very precarious situation into an outstanding situation with one Archmage push. Lin wasn't ready. And Lin did this to himself by losing the Shadow Priest at the mercenary camp. And these are flaws. This is not the first flaw in this best of 7. We've seen some on Tidehunters as well. This is dangerous. But Crumb's gifting a sub to Neo is cool as heck. That's very true. So how can Lin get back into the game? He got his tier 2 buildings up faster than on concealed. Sock is not going into mass air. Level wise, it's relatively even. Casino Warcraft. All the items can drop. Level 16 hype train. Wow. Chat is saying level 17 is impossible. And it might be. But the record is 22. Mountain King coming in. He had a hell of an impact on Autumn Leaves. And that TC is a bit naked. Gets the Vamp Aura. Has an Invu Potion. This could fire around. 300 bits by Sonic. Much love. We got this spell now. Finally, but that Shaman. That was his last purge. And priests have very, very low mana at the moment, but thanks to the Brilliance Aura, this will recover. We go into Breakers.
Are under attack.
Will this be an epic 20-minute game as well? The hammer is falling, but not too many kills, is there? Stomp, Focus, Berserker is a good source of damage. Draining a lot of HP out of that TC, knowing that he has that Invo Potion to be safe. Gets the Kodo. That's level 3! That's another 100 gifted sub by Wave. I thought you like round numbers like 1,000. Apparently you like 1,100 even more. That is 300 gift subs today. Yo. That's good.
Players' forces are under attack.
That's good. I don't know what to say anymore. The train is insane. Yeah, it's everything is insane here today. Charlie, thank you for the prime. Level 4 and 3 for Sock. I say it's Sock's game to win. He's going tier 3. We get it again. We get Master Sorks again. Lin. This is tier 1. But Sock at the beginning of this patch has played this tier 3. And if you have a tier advantage as a human, I don't think an orc can follow up. Lots of dispels against the water elemental. Super important levels. Gets the chain lightning, gets the stomp level 2. But that TC is losing a lot of HP. Gotta be careful here not to get hit by a hammer. The casters are not part of the fight. Clap is massive by Sock. He's just standing in this fight. He doesn't need his army. He doesn't need his casters. Waiting for the militia. The TC is constantly slow. Lin in dire straits. We have a TP. The Kodo again sniped so fast. And that's a breaker back, of course, as well. Wyvern at the moment having good damage, but they can't connect despite the aura. The slow is there. Clutch Sork arrival. Very nice Invo Potion, but that's the Invo gone. He has a TP. In case of emergency, he can get out. Vincent Lee, thank you for the bits. Ooh, that's a TP. And he sees the tier 3. Gets another breaker, loses a headhunter, and is expanding behind it. That was a calculated fight. Drain as much time as possible with that fight to get this expo up. But even then, he gets the reveal out. Even then, tier 3 human. How do you counter this? It takes incredible map control to somehow find the way. Direct fights aren't it. Sock makes his way across with the TP, with a lot of damage, with the Water Elemental. This Expo is toast. Gets a couple of casters on the way. That's fine. But Water Elementals. Water Elementals, Water Elementals, Water Elementals. The unit. And now we got the Woofies turning against their owners. And we're losing Raiders. This is not allowed, really. The TC isn't leveling much. We're not close to critical numbers. Breakers are falling too. It's not that Lin is getting nothing done. Adding JCelerex with more gifted subs, of course, of course, of course. You need to get this train running. It's a wild brawl now. Gets the stomp out, but there is a potion and he wants to stay. He doesn't want to give Lin any opportunity to go for another Great Hall. On Echo Isles, he was able to counter this with a tiny.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lemaire with gifts up 15 today. Your seed is improving, mate. Your seed for Rara is improving. Should I put Narbu down the list a little bit? Enigma Zek. Oh my god. 10 gifted subs as well. You guys are mad. JCelerex with another gifted sub. How do you break? Are you getting this next hype train level? You guys are mental. Scrappy fights. Never a clear front line. And this is, I guess, where Lin shines at the moment. He's dealing with these breakers really, really well. Just like Sock is dealing with these Kodos really, really well. And to be honest, we haven't seen too much of that human tier 3 because he's constantly draining units off of Sock's army that have to be replaced, and then he doesn't have the time for the luxury update. Stop! Town portal, the chain lightning was ready. He's using it now for a couple of more kills. Raider is dead as well. Level 19. Okay. Okay. Sock is getting in more and more breakers. He doesn't have polymorph yet. He had to delay the paladin for a long time. And Lin doesn't have tier 3 nor an Expo! Another wave of gift subs just crushed onto the shores of the Back to Warcraft channel. Gift subs number 1200 for wave. That is a sub count expo, for sure. And Armin also with the gift subs. No, Armin's not getting buried. He's not drowning into this third wave of gift subs. It's a tsunami at this point. Glad you're enjoying this so much. I am certainly enjoying a Staff of Silence on Sock's side. Pocket Factory, thank you for the sub.
A player's forces are under attack.
4.6. Staff of Silence. Lin's in big trouble. It's seriously hard to contain myself. Ring of the Archmagi on top. More tankiness. Paladin needs some levels. Lin, what did you get? Another Staff of Silence! Oh, we both have Staffs of Silence! I'm getting so excited, man. If you keep giving subs, I keep giving subs. Let's make a new high. Dude, I am on a crazy high already. Polymorph is ready, by the way. Magic Sentry is ready. I think a very underrated item, especially on Twisted. To get scans out for free every couple of minutes. That's great. Why Water Elemental 3 versus Shaman? There's only a limited amount of Shaman. It's only 3 Shaman. I don't think you can dispel it all. Storm dodges the Storm! Oh, Sock with an Invul Potion that might get him the grand final. That went into no man's land! Unlike that Chain Lightning. And we have a silence on the Priest who can't heal right now. Lyn, despite the tier 3, is fighting back! Kills the Archmage with the Town Portal and the Heal Scroll out of this world! Lyn firing on all cylinders! He's taken over! Gotta be careful now. Militia in the mix. Farseer being called. He has no TP. Sock identifying this. Archmage back from the tavern needs that brilliance aura. Eviscerates the hero. OMG. We got that hero focus on. Another purge. We have more purge where this one comes from. Stop! No way! It's a dieback! Unreal scenes on Twisted. We buy the wolf back. The tavern owner is making bank just as I am today. Skimmy with the 10 gifted subs. This is mental. We get the TC surround. Who doesn't have a TP? Can he get him out? Can he get him out? Such a scrappy fight. Level 6. He's not dying anymore. You gotta give up that surround. Don't kill it. The dieback on the Archmage is real. Paladin to the rescue. Could use invisible, I guess. But this Archmage seems back. 38 food only for Lyn. 37 for Sock. But Lyn has an expo running. He can recover. There's an ad break coming, by the way, in 1 minute 40 that I can't stop anymore. Lyn is losing more thanks to the slow trap. This game is nuts. Both of these players. Bloodthirsty. This is Kiesel with the 20 gift subs. Epic indeed. Epic, epic, epic. Mountain King comes in. Can reduce this economy. He needs to get some kills in. XXESW. Thank you for the sub. Pink Pegasus with the 200 bits. Let's go. Sock still hanging on. Can you defeat this TC level 6? He got full mana again. No more Shaman. There is silence now. Uh-oh, no Divine Shield! The perfectly timed silence. This couldn't have been done any better. Archmage has the TP before the next storm comes in. With maybe one more kill. No saves the radar. And a couple of militia killed as well. Godrian, thank you for the gift subs. Neo, B2W for the win. Go, go, Sock! These guys are playing out of their mind. Absolute slobber knocker. Nobody is holding back. No safety nets. Whoever wins this map, this one map, is in the grand final. Gets 700 euros more. Dollars. Whatever it is. And is facing happy for the title. My god, is this B Cup a blessing? Expo running. And we are approaching the state of the game where there's no gold mines anymore. 80. Oh, we're getting caught. Archmage getting stomped. So many casters caught. Lyn is doing it, isn't he? The supply gap is huge. The heroes are in 6. There is no blizzard. And this Mountain King. Oh, invisibility. 666 save. Mountain King cleaning house now. Clap Stormbolt. But what happens if he's running out of mana? Farseer surrounded. Invo Potion ready. And he's fighting out as well. But there's another bolt. But Lyn is a god. And of course he gets the lid of that potion and saves his first hero. Who's also level 6 now, by the way. With mass teleport, Sock can still win this. 2 more kills going his way. Lyn is mining, Sock is not. The The invis casts. We're missing in the middle, right? We're getting it in now. The Staff of Silence has been sold on Sock's side to get heroes back. Needs to sell more. Pendant gone. Pred561, thank you for the prime. Can these guys fight forever, please? We got no consumables on Sock. Lin only has to hold one more time. Chain Lightning Stomp doesn't hit much actually, as there was Divine Shield on the Pally. Takes control away with that Raider. We only have one Charm in these. Oh, okay, no Water Elementals though. And now these Wyvern should be able to reign supreme. Clap was good. He's going for it. Hail Mary, Archmage, Farseer, side by side. Stomp, Nuke, Invul, Archmage in the dirt. And this gotta be it. With no more free mana regeneration. What is Sock supposed to do? It's hard to deal with the breakers. I get it. But it's hard to survive without an Archmage. MK close to 6. More slow. Level 7 on the TC. He's getting so many kills though. Farseer back with the staff. Gets out of there. Level 6 Mountain King around the corner. He's getting more kills. One Mountain King to rule them all. But there's no income for Sock. GG! He held, he held, he held. And this was so hard. This was so hard. After his base was raided, his Shadow Priest went down. He had no solution to the Water Elementals. He lost his Beastery. He lost his Lodge. He lost the Burrow. Sock went tier 3. He was so far ahead. He got his Expo kicked. And then the Wyvern arrive. And they give him an edge. And we fight for dear life in the pool of Twisted. This entire middle was drowning in blood. And the Madman takes it home with the second Expo attempt. God tier Warcraft 3. God tier Warcraft 3. Lin takes it home. Sock, you can be proud of yourself for this series you provided. And I'm pretty sure that Sock will think back to the Northern Isles game. In my opinion, he lost the series on Northern Isles, where he wasn't just up to snuff yet.